This is about to piss a lot of African American women off. And disclaimer, I'm specifically talking about African American women, not black women all over the world, specifically them here in America. So if I say black women and you live in fucking Europe, I'm not referring to you, I'm referring to African American women. Alright. Rants! It's YaBoyJDub here, and back once again in this place, and I just had to get something off my chest. This is gonna be a rant. You know what I'm sick and tired of seeing? I'm sick and tired of seeing black women always grill black men about dating outside of the race. You know, that whole, he's not a real man, he got that white woman, or he can't handle a strong, independent black woman, or it's finally good to see brothers marrying or dating black women. It's so crazy out here. And in my head, I'm just thinking like, this is the most bigotry type bullshit I have ever fucking heard. It just makes no sense. Yet then they'll get mad at another race when they date outside the race. They'll get mad at their parents being pissed off at their daughter or their son dating outside their race, and they'll be like, well, you guys are racist, how dare you, it doesn't matter, love is love. But then we'll turn around and say, Kendrick Lamar isn't a real black man, he's not dating a black woman, he's dating a white woman, even though she's clearly like Middle Eastern. They'll be like, she's still white. But we'll turn around and get pissed off at other races getting pissed off at their race for dating outside their race. It's literally a mind full of fuckery. Let me tell you this. If somebody has interest in me, if a woman has interest in me, because I'm straight, contrary to what CSGO players believe, regardless of her race, if I find her beautiful and she's interested, then I will pursue that. Pure point blank. She could be black, Asian, Middle Eastern, alien, and I'm not talking about Hispanics. It could be out in outer space. If she's a beautiful person, they're interested in me, I will pursue that. Now, of course, I have standards of some sort. I mean, yeah, I'm a man, I have standards. Oh my God, that's such a taboo. But I don't get it. They will get pissed off at me for a chick maybe from the South. Let's take an Asian from the South, and she cooks good home cooking, and she's just like a lovable, kind of like a motherly, nurturing soul. And she's just really calm, cool, and collected. And she has a job, she has a house. That's irrelevant, pretty much. But they will be like, no, how dare you date that? You need to date Tyresha down the street who be stealing jeans from Aeropostale and shit, who didn't even finish fucking high school, who can barely fucking read. But because she's black, I would be better off dating that. She has like 10 kids and she's only 19. I don't know how the fucking math works. It just works, whatever. I'm better off with that Pandora's box than with a chick who has her shit together and we connect. I'm better off with that. That's fucking bullshit. It's like, did MLK mean anything to you, motherfuckers? Did he? Because he certainly fought for diversity. And it seems that a lot of black people, especially black women, but it's also black men, they're fighting against the thought of diversity. They're fighting against the thought of loving whoever, regardless of race. They think that if they get all the black men to specifically date black women, then the black community will be extremely unified, kind of like Black Wall Street. And then we'll be able to take over the world as blacks. You honestly think that, just from black men specifically exclusively dating black women? You honestly think that's what it's gonna take for us to unify? Y'all motherfuckers are so dense. Y'all motherfuckers are so dense that it hurts. Listen, personally for me, as I said earlier, it doesn't matter. But I was not raised around respectable young black women. Not at all. From pre-K, kindergarten, middle school, high school, even in college. I was not raised around the kind-hearted, nice, respectable, hard-working black woman. I was raised around the disgusting street trash. Okay? Back page looks like an all-female version of my middle school and high school yearbook. I have met very few respectable black women that I think I could vibe with, and they're taken. And I'm not about to put on a fucking backpack and go in the desert and fucking search for one when there's some Latina down the street who I feel and she feels me. But I can't date her because I have to keep it inside the fucking race. How about you not worry about me and worry about finding who the fuck your baby daddy is, nigga? How about you not worry about me or Jonathan down the street and worry about how the fuck you gonna feed your kids, or take that stupid ass ex-gangbanging tattoo off your motherfucking arm and not worry about who I'm dating, who Ray is dating, who Ron is dating. Worry about your own damn self. Fucking stupid. Like, we're not supposed to, it's not like we were all born in fucking pairs where there was a man and a woman or a man and a man, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. If you're gay or whatever, it's not like we were all born in pairs like some fucking Hancock shit and we all had our wives or our husbands and then we chose to go off. No, we're born with nobody in this fucking world and then we go out and search. Or sometimes we happen to bump in, or sometimes we don't want it and it happens to happen. And to sit there and say that I need to specifically only date black women, turn down every other woman and only date black women, and that's how I'll be a real strong black man, is fucking ridiculous. And something that I didn't add that I'm gonna add now is who gave all these black women the right, the privilege? Who elected them the owners of who is a real black man and who isn't? Like, what the fuck? Shut up. It's the most stupidest shit I've ever fucking heard. You know why a lot of black men don't give a fuck about black women dating outside the race? Is because we do not give a fuck. We know it's not in our description to give a fuck about who you dating except sap motherfuckers. So why the fuck do black women give so much of a fuck who black men are dating? We don't give a fuck who y'all are dating. Why are y'all worried about us? All of that misguided anger and all of that shit is a trait that a lot of men don't want in a woman, regardless of race. Period. And when you hear that, you specifically think, oh, it's just because I'm strong. I'm a strong black woman. No, you're a fucking annoying black woman. You are a pain in the ass. You bitch, moan, and bicker about the stupidest fucking things. I could ask you to please not keep the milk on the counter, and then you'll complain about, well, I tell you not to do a lot of fucking things, and you still do them. Blase blah. You do this, and you bring up old shit. A lot of drama. A lot of women do this, but that's what the specific ones that get mad about this shit, that's the type of shit they do. They bicker and complain about the smallest of shit. And no man wants that. Except masochist, or whatever. So let me get this straight. There's this Hispanic chick who looks like Jessica Alba, and I think Jessica Alba looks great. I'm gonna use this shit again and again. She works, has a house, which those really aren't two major things, but because a lot of people want to use them as major things, I'll use them. And as I said, she's nice, she's chill, she's cuddly, she gives me space. She speaks softly. She's just an all-around general, kind of like a hippie feel, like a nice, homely feel. And then we have another chick who looks like Kevin Hart in a wig. Okay, I'm not saying all black chicks look like this, but I'm saying there's none that are beautiful, elegant, working, and interested in me. So I'm gonna use the ones that I know are interested in me. There's a black chick who looks like Kevin Hart in a wig. She's living in her brother's basement. She has no job. Let's just say no kids because I used the kids earlier. But she has a very terrible attitude. It's been the fuck, nigga? Get away from me. Isn't nice. Always has a terrible attitude. Wants to smell my dick all the time. Wants to go through my emails and all of this. Just all this fucking drama. You're telling me that it would be better for our race if I went with that than the other chick that I like, that I find fucking attractive who's nice. So it's better for me to settle with another African American woman, regardless of how she acts, regardless of what she looks like, regardless if we even click or not. So the only thing there would be lust, if anything. Well, it would have to be lust. I'm better off with that. I'm better off settling. It would be more respectful for me to settle instead of going with something that I could potentially see as my wife. That's fucking bullshit. And that's not to say I wouldn't fucking date a beautiful fucking black woman who I fuck with. I would. Race doesn't matter to me. It matters to y'all. More specifically, it matters to a lot of you African American women. Really? I think I'm gonna go outside and find somewhere. Oh boy! Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Oh fuck, I'm an asshole. Oh shit. Just trying to fuck the rant, man. Looky here, boys. I guess this is gonna be my new ranting spot because there's no fucking where else for me to be. So I'm just gonna come up here, sit down and rant. I like being loud and obnoxious, so I just can't rant everywhere, but I'm gonna continue my fucking rant here. I can't sit down, these steps are wet. Actually, you know what? I don't give a fuck. They're not too wet. I'm not gonna say black women anymore. I'm gonna specifically say African American women because black women all over the world do not act like this. And it's more so due to just the entitlement that a lot of the black community has. They have like this gripping thing of entitlement. I'm entitled to you, you're entitled to me, or I'm entitled to you. You better not do anything that I don't like. You better not go and date anything I don't like. People are loud as fuck. But I was saying it's due to this gripping entitlement that a lot of African Americans have, especially the women. It just, I'm going to date who I want to date. It shouldn't matter to you. Black men's exclusively dating a bunch of black women is not going to bring unity into the field. Okay? If there is a black woman that is interested in me and I find that she meets the merits that I set that aren't huge, everybody has fucking merits, then it's just a calm attitude and really chill to be around. I mean, of course, attraction is gonna have to be there. I find that if she's black, okay, so be it. But if she happens to not be black, I'm not going to turn her down because it's less respectful for our race. It's less respectful. I'm not a real black man. What the fuck is a real African American man? All I know how to be is a real American man. Fuck that. All I know how to be is myself. And I'm not gonna fake out myself to please a bunch of lonely, bitter, pissed off at the world African American women because y'all don't pay my bills. You don't supply the oxygen I need to breathe. You're not in my brain making me happy and sad. You're not the reason that I'm walking around and breathing. So why the fuck do I need to throw away everything that I like or I find respectful in my life for your feelings? My life choices don't end where your feelings begin. Hi. Fucking people. Anyway, I'll say that one more time so it can get in your fucking skull. My life choices do not end where your feelings begin. I don't give a fuck how you feel. That's not my job. My job is to give a fuck about how I feel. What I like, who I like, what type of personality I like is all up to me, okay? That's just it. And if you get offended by this, then you can go jump off a cliff because people don't need, the world doesn't need entitled pricks like you. God damn. I'll say it one more time. The world doesn't need entitled pricks like you. If somebody doesn't like sushi and I love sushi, it's not my job to sit there and tell them that they're not a real person because they don't like sushi, or they're an asshole because they don't like sushi. They don't like sushi, that's their job, that's their business, that's their life. I'm not helping them live. And even if I was, it's not my job to sit there and tell them that they're not a real person or whatnot because they don't like sushi. And it's not your job, black women, to sit there and tell me that I'm not a real black man because I'm not dating a black queen. None of us are kings or queens. We're fucking people. We don't have castles. We're not. You go back to Africa, there's fucking mud huts. That's what you're gonna get. You're not gonna get any castles made out of marbles and shit. You're gonna get fucking mud huts. That's what you're gonna fucking get. So there's no kings and queens living out here, and we need to stick together. We're just people. And to sit there and think that me saying this means that I don't want a black woman, it shows to me that your comprehension is fucking failed. You do not understand simple sentences. This isn't sitting here putting down black women. This isn't sitting here saying that I don't find black women attractive. I find a lot of women attractive, regardless of their race. Race really doesn't play into attraction of me. Your personality is a main seller. But I'm not going to date anybody I don't find attractive just because of their personality, no. But your personality, how you present yourself, how you even say hello, how you wave your hand, the way you eat a fucking cheese stick, my nigga, is all things that I will take into account. But to belittle me and put me down and say that I'm not a real black man because I'm not dating a black woman is fucking bigotry. And MLK is rolling in his grave. I don't get it. You can't get mad at other races when they sit there and say, well, we don't want these people dating your kind. But then you turn around and go, well, why are you dating your kind? I'll bring up the same thing. Black men don't give a fuck about black women dating other races. Not because it's to get you off of our tail. It's because it's none of our fucking business. It really isn't. It's time for y'all to start taking that into account. Stop. Knock it off. We can date whoever the fuck we want to date. It's not because we don't want you or we find you ugly or the media is telling us who to date. It's because a lot of the times we're not the choosers. As I said, if a beautiful woman of another race comes to me and her personality is something that I think I can click with, I'm not turning that down. I'm jumping on that. I'm jumping on that opportunity so quick. But if a black woman comes to me and I can see that our personalities are not going to click, I can see that we're going to argue and bicker all the time, and she comes to me, and even if I find her attractive, I'm not going for that because I don't want drama in my life. I want to live with a person who I consider family. I do not want to live with a person who I feel is my parole officer, and that's regardless of race. But I'm using this as an example is because I have yet to ever sit down and actually meet, get to know, hang out with, go to the movies, just go over, chill, watch something. I've yet to meet a black woman that I can do that with normally. Every black woman I've met just thinks of me as a fucking lame. And that's not to get pity, I'm just telling you the fucking truth. As I said earlier, my high school back page looks like my middle school and high school all-female yearbook. I wasn't raised around nice, respectful, cute, like I wasn't raised around that. I didn't go to school with that. I don't go out and conversate with that. I don't see that. I see the ghetto, ratchet, just disgustingness. And when people sit there and talk about that, it hits a nerve with me because I'm sitting here like, well, that's all I see. So you're telling me I have to settle with one of these things. One of these things I have to settle with. Or I'm not a real black man, or I'm being wrong to the race, or I'm doing the race bad, or I'm a sellout. I don't fucking get it. It's fucking stupid. I'm gonna date whoever I want to, and it's 2015. Let's start acting. Let's start acting like it's 2015. Because a bunch of you black women are just sounding like old, bitter white men, old, bitter white fathers when they see their daughter dating like a tall, big, masculine black guy. You're sounding just like them. Why are you dating that? Why don't you get yourself a nice, good lawyer, a white lawyer? Why are you dating that white chick? Won't you come and get yourself a strong, sophisticated black woman? The fuck off me, mesquite. It's kind of like your definition of strong isn't really real strength. It's resilience. It's literally social resilience. It's attitude resilience. It is mind resilience. Pure resilience. Pure refusal. You have your defenses up. Someone might have done you wrong. You see a lot of people, you don't want to be done wrong, so you go the extra mile. And to be honest, I can't deal with that. I'm 23. I'm starting to get older. I can't deal with all this fucking resilience, all this bickering. I don't need to sit there and go through a bunch of wrappers to peel them off, 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 to finally get this candy, to see if I even fucking like the candy. Because what happens if I peel off all those layers and then we still don't click? Then I'm the fucking asshole for peeling off all these layers and just saying, well, I don't want this. I mean, it might sound wrong, but it's human nature. It's something I don't want. And I don't want to go through that tedious process. Of course, you can have a few layers and then I come in and then maybe we peel our layers off together. But I can't sit here and play all of these fucking mind games and do all of this shit. And go through all of this fucking bickering and complaining. Go through all of this just anger. Because that's all that's around me. I don't want to go through all that. I'm fucking 23, okay? Let's cut to the chase. If you like me, I like you. Let's go dating. None of this, let me smell your dick, let me check your phone. Who the fuck is that bitch? None of that, okay? That's not a mosquito. I don't know what the fuck that is, okay? Let's chop this up. You want a strong, independent black male or a black male who's on his shit or who could be a good man? Then you need to start fucking acting like a chill human being. You don't need to act like a fucking police officer. You don't need to act like a parole officer. I spit on the lens. Oh well, you don't need to act like that. You don't need to act like a fucking asshole. There it is. Nobody wants to say it. A lot of you black women act like fucking assholes. You don't need to act like a fucking asshole. You'd be getting a lot more black men if you didn't act like fucking assholes. So knock it off. It's your boy YaBoyJDub. I know the second half is kind of calm. I know a lot of you are going to be in the comments. It's probably going to get a lot of dislikes because black people don't like hearing real shit, especially black women. Hell no, they'll tear you a whole new one. I'm not ripping you black women. I'm not saying that you're not beautiful. I'm not saying that I wouldn't date one. I would have no problem. I'm not going to put any specific race on top of a list and say I would date this before the other because that's fucking bigotry. Every race of woman is equal to me. Okay? Not one gets more favoritism over the other. Not one gets less favoritism over the other. It's all equal. Whoever I vibe with. And if we want to go out and date, then we'll go out and date. But to sit there and demean me and put me down, or put a bunch of black people down because they're not succumbing to what you want and what your feelings are, is fucking ridiculous. And that disgusting, bitter, belligerent, sour ass attitude, mindset, and viewpoint is exactly why black men don't want to fuck with you. What is this car doing? Anyway, it's your boy YaBoyJDub. This is a security car and it stopped here. Is he getting out? He's getting out. Is he coming to talk to me? No? Maybe? Security car just parked there. See, this is why I think he's got out to talk to me. This is why I need to get my own place so I can just rant. Because this is really fucking awkward. This is really fucking awkward. Anyway, it's your boy YaBoyJDub, and before I get screamed at, because I kind of do like this place, I like to mellow out and do a lot more mellow rants. Of course, getting hyped up and shit is fun, but sometimes people just need to hear a mellow rant every now and then. It's your boy YaBoyJDub. I don't want to make this too fucking long, but I'm out before I get shot or tased and then somehow shot. Getting the fuck out of here. I was here for too long. Overstayed my welcome. If you like this video, you know what to do. I don't need to fucking tell you, you're grown. Check out my other shit. I'm out. Notice how I'm leaving, he's leaving. Not sure if you can even see him in the background, but the moment I got up and left, he left. He was standing around that corner waiting. It's ridiculous, man. I need to find a good old ranting spot. It's hot out in these streets.
Sheesh. I'm like, hey, parking lot pimpin' and model Bugatti. Like, hey, your girl's in my car and she's riding my shawty. Like, hey, the money in the bank is a whole lot. The jewels on my wrist is a whole lot. Stay pimpin' every day, that's a whole lot. I'm like, hey, roll around my city undefeated, nigga. Fuck boys mad or they heated, nigga. Glock on my waist, I got the itchy trigger finger like, whoa.